Because I am typically the dominant person, the extroverted, outgoing, social, also like will do the ordering and that. From being in relationships with being the more dominant one and having a like shyer partner, like I hated it. I hated that it became my role and my fucking duty.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel. We have a woman that we've covered previously on the channel, and I decided to bank this video, meaning I won't post it after I posted the initial video, because honestly it's too much cringe, it's too much disgust for you to tolerate. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to post it way ahead in time. Some of you may have been around and remember this woman. But today, guys, what we're going to do is we're going to talk a little about the female nature. Even though this woman is something a little bit like the furthest thing away from a woman that you can get, but she still is a woman and thinks like one. So let's analyze.
She's fresh out the shower, so you know she's been thinking. Now, this might be just me, but continuing on the conversation about dating, I do not want to date my opposite. I do not think opposites attract. I do not want to end up with someone who is the yin to my yang.
The reason why she doesn't want to date the opposite is because she is toxic and her life is chaotic, so she doesn't want to date the guy who has it all in order, even though she says she wants it. You ask her, but in reality, she wants to date the same, a guy who is emotionally unavailable, a guy who is withdrawn, a guy who can only bring or keep the chaos that she already has in her life.
I want to date an equal. And we can have different strengths and weaknesses for sure, but the person that I am going to date is going to be someone who, just like I am, is constantly working on themselves. So if they have a weakness or something that they are lacking in, they are aware of it and they are working towards bettering it.
Yeah, in case you guys don't know this woman, because probably you don't remember her, but she's a single mother. She's in her 30s, and she's still chasing her after Chad. Like she just mentioned in her previous video that she's had tons of situationships and hookups. So I don't know what exactly she's working on. You know, she says, I'm working on myself. She's not working on a child, on her future, on building a family. So I don't know what she's working on, guys, but it certainly doesn't involve those few things.
Because I am typically the dominant person, the extroverted, outgoing, social, also like will do the ordering and that. From being
every time she moves that piercing, I just look away because otherwise I'm gonna vomit in my mouth. But going back to what she said, that she is the dominant one, that is such a red flag, because as a man you can be dominant, you can be you know, sure in yourself. That doesn't mean that you will necessarily be the dominant in the relationship, because maybe you don't have the energy to spend fighting your partner, or you don't have the desire to spend that energy fighting your partner. You know, a lot of men are in relationships where they're not the dominant ones. In some cases, yeah, they're just straight up simps. But in some cases, they are just not willing to spend every living day fighting with their girlfriend. And this is why you should avoid these women at all costs. Because if you happen to not like it, you know, fighting every day, this woman is not for you. And even if you are this dominant man that cannot shut up about her bullcrap, that is going to fight her all the time over the nonsense, well, then again, you're just fighting every day. Right? Like the two options with dating women who are dominant are either shut up about it or fight every day. Not good options.
Being in relationships with being the more dominant one and having a like shyer partner, like I hated it. I hated that it became my role and my fucking duty to be the socializer for us and to just be the... We fell into roles, and that's not what I think a healthy relationship is. I do not want...
Yeah, notice how she still thinks as a woman, even though she looks more like a boy than a woman. even though she is dominant and bossy and annoying, she still thinks like a woman and wants the things that a woman likes. She doesn't want to be the assertive one. She doesn't want to be the decisive one and the dominant one, but she cannot help it. She's so addicted to toxicity and anxiety. She's taking that role from her boyfriend, putting it on herself, and then whining that she doesn't want it.
Want someone that is so one-dimensional. They are like, this is what I need you to be and this is what I'll be for you, because we should always be growing and changing. So when I'm looking for a partner, I'm looking for someone who can match my energy and who can, we don't have to be the same, but just question opposites attract unless you are comfortable. Some people are comfortable sticking in very set roles, and that's fine if that works for you, but I just think it would be beneficial for all humans to be focused on self-improvement and self-growth and just have people around you with those same goals and doing the same thing. And you can be growing in different areas, like I said, but as long as...
This woman is just like a broken record, just mumbling some random words. Self-growth, we have to work on ourselves, we have to build this relationship, and she has no idea what she's talking about. Like, she has not the slightest idea how a relationship works. She has no idea how to fulfill her role as a woman. She's acting like a man. She's taking the masculine role of her partner away from him. She has no idea. She just is mumbling here to all of us the products of the echo chamber. You know what she's been hearing all along. Oh yeah, self-growth, work on each other. It's so stupid.
Both of you are growing and improving and encouraging each other to do that. That is the partnership that I'm looking for. Then it ties back into the fact that no man over the age of 30 is spending his fucking forefront of his mind is not self-improvement. Because they don't think they need to improve. They've never been told they need to improve because women are the problem.
You hear the child on the background. You know, for a person who talks so much about self-improvement, you would think, right, that a person who lives on a daily basis improving himself will then end up to be a 30-year-old miserable single mother who's still chasing after child. You will only assume, right? So yeah, actions speak louder than words. And then she mentioned on her previous video as well how men over 30 are lame. They just suck. They have nothing going on for them, which is not the case, of course. So now she says, men, nobody's pushing them to self-improve, you see? Which, yet again, you're wrong, madam. It's the total opposite. Everything that men want to achieve, they have to work for. So let's say a relationship. In order for a man to have a relationship, he has to stick out, he has to be more attractive than other men, he has to have more money than other men, more status or more game. You know, he has to chase effectively women. You know, he has to do all those things. He has to stick out. Women don't require that. As a woman, you can just sit on a bench and some men will approach you, right? This is what I'm talking about. Men need to improve. Work around friends, around relationships, to gather sympathy, you know, as a man, what you have to do. Oh no, sorry, I forgot. Men just don't get sympathy. Men don't get sympathy on the internet. Men don't get sympathy with their problems. Men don't get the help that women get just by the mere fact that they exist, right? And I'm not upset about it. In fact, I do understand it, and even I like it that it's this way. I think it fits into the roles. So I'm not complaining about it, but it's like the literal total opposite of what this woman is talking about.
It's always easier to think. I love, like, it brings me so much joy that there's a male loneliness epidemic because you deserve it. That's what you get for being stagnant losers who hate women. You end up alone, that's what you get. And women aren't alone. Like, I could get a date every night this week. This isn't even an attractive thing. This is just how the world works. As men are desperate for women company, so I could...
No, you're getting it wrong, madam. Yes, you can get a man any day of the week. In fact, you are the town bicycle. In case some of you guys didn't know, she is literally a public toilet. She spreads her legs and men just pass around left, right, and center. screw her. She has more bodies than a street worker. But that aside, that doesn't make you valuable. And yes, I myself also don't like how thirsty men are. You know, I don't like it, but it's just the way it is. Just men are thirsty for S3X, and that's a fact. So yes, men always want the company of a woman, but for a one-night stand. This is the thing that you're not getting. Men don't end up lonely because they are, you know, they are desperate, but they cannot find a woman. No, men end up lonely, or alone, I would rather say, because they want to be alone. Because they prefer to be alone rather than with a hag like you. You get what I'm saying? It's not the same. Women, on the other hand, they end up alone because they spend their early years messing around just like you did, and even at 30 and 40, they can still get 100 people to walk between their legs like you do, but they cannot keep a relationship. They cannot make a man stay, even though they want it. Just like you. You know what I'm talking about? You see the difference? Yes, men are way more thirsty, I'll give you that. But men are not lonely. Men decide to be alone after a divorce, after understanding modern women. They decide to be alone and they don't feel lonely because they put their energy somewhere else. Women, on the other hand, they think that they can have their cake and eat it too and end up miserable like you, making TikToks, whining to the internet. So you got it all wrong, madam. Like, yet again, you said the total opposite of what reality is.
To get a date by men, different man, every fucking night this week if I wanted to. Women choose to be on their own because...
Guys, I have to stop it and blame men a little. I don't understand why men are so thirsty. Yes, we have the desire, but when you're met with this, right, just look at her. Why is my question. Yes, you can be thirsty, you can want women, you feel the need, you have your urges and whatever. What is this? Why are men willing to be with this? I just don't understand it. She's so unattractive, let alone personality. She's a 0 in personality. No, she's a -10 in terms of personality. Like, run for the hills. But even when we're talking just about the one night stand, I don't understand who in the hell would be with this woman. So I have to blame guys. Stop simping. Stop giving these women your time, your body, your resources. They're not worth it. Like, you see how arrogant she is because, oh, I can sleep with any guy any day of the week. It just shows that you can look like the Grinch in person and you can still get guys every day of the week. And guys, this is our fault. I mean, not mine or yours, but this is men's fault. Because men are simping nowadays so hard that these women, guys, even the 0 out of 10, they still get so many options that they become entitled. So yes, I do think that we are part of the problem. I address men in general because, men, we're making these choosers, we're making these beggars become choosers. If men withdraw their attention from women who are not worth it, let me tell you guys, in 1 year, they'll be crawling back to men. They'll be on their fours, crawling back, please give me attention. They will be begging those simps that are now flooding their messages and their drop boxes. They will be telling them, please give me some attention, I'll do anything, right? But it's men's fault that some men are so big of simps, they chase around these women that are not worth it. They are 0 personality, 0 looks. They have nothing going on for them. And some men out there are just giving them the validation for free. So I'm more certain that you guys don't. But be really mindful and careful who you give your attention to. These women, man, even if you would want to have a one-night stand, do it for your honor, you know, I would say. Just say, this woman doesn't deserve me. I'm more than this woman. This woman is a loose 304, and she doesn't even deserve for me to, you know, take a look in her direction. It just pisses me off so much to see women so unattractive that are 0 out of 10s being so entitled because, yes, they indeed can have the one-night stands every day of the week. Man, I have male friends who I'd rather sleep than this woman. She looks more like a man than a woman. I don't understand how men are after her. But now, guys, I'll chill. Let's continue.
Our company and being alone is more peaceful than being around a man. Men do not choose to be on their own. They are on their own because women are sick of being around them. And because of the patriarchy, their friendships are so fucking flimsy that they don't even have good friends.
Yet again, gentlemen, like maybe she's on a quest to just be misguided about reality as much as possible. No, in fact, men have way better friends, because men, they show each other's bullcrap. You know, they say, hey man, you're not doing this well, right? Like, have you seen men literally fighting each other, throwing hands, and the day after they're friends again? That's it. It's because men call out each other's bullcrap. We tend to fight more, but we know how to resolve problems, and we actually like each other. How many times have you seen women on the streets meeting like, oh, Stacy, hello, haha, Stacy, how are you, my queen? Then they turn their backs at each other and they mumble something like, ah, what a beach. I really hate this woman, you know? Or they post a picture, some overweight woman posts a picture, and all the friends are like, queen, slay, you're so beautiful, you're so majestic, I wish I was you. And then behind her back, they'll be talking like, oh, she's such a 304. I absolutely understand Dave for leaving her. Something like this. Like the most superficial and stupid advices they give to each other. The most dumb compliments, right? In the meantime, they literally hate each other. And when they have a problem, they don't talk for years. So yeah, no, I'm not buying it that men, you see, have no friends. No, in fact, I've seen some bros throughout their lives just sticking for each other all the time. It's just this woman, I don't know how out of touch she is with reality, but a lot, most definitely.
And that's the other thing, is like women, you know, like we always have friendships to turn to. We have solidarity amongst other women, but because men want to be lone wolves all the time, then they want to think that it's cool to do everything alone and to be the one big person.
Yeah, it is cool, because I know hundreds of people, yet I know that when I face a problem, I'll have two behind my back. That's what real friends are. I know that no matter what happens, I'll have two people behind my back ready to do anything for me. You, on the other hand, and most women for that matter, you know thousands of people, yet the moment you have a problem, nobody will be there. This woman thinks that because when she posts her ugly face on some socials, and because all the women say, oh, damn it, you're so beautiful, you're God's gift to the earth, she thinks that that is real. Well, it's the furthest thing away from the truth. These women, guys, they have copy-pasted like certain phrases on a notebook, and they just paste them whenever they see a picture from one of their friends. It's the most false type of relationship that you can have. These women are alone, especially this one, right? You have no one behind your back. Same with men. You think that, oh, I can get a one-night stand any day of the week. She thinks, guys, that she has like 1,000 men piled up, all ready to be devoted to her, to give their lives for her. When she doesn't understand that in the same way that she's using them, they are using her. They are using her just for her body. It's nothing more. They don't care about you. They don't even care to remember your name. These are people that are looking for their own interests and are looking to get into your V and leave out and never talk to you again. All right? Like, you are so misguided. You are so lost. The moment will come when you'll realize you've hit the wall, and you'll find out that none of your besties are around. You'll find out that all those men who you could have any day of the week don't actually want to spend more than 10 minutes with you.
Get to be alone. Zero sympathy, zero empathy, zero fucks given towards these men.
No, zero sympathy is what I feel towards you. Like, not an ounce of sympathy. In fact, I'm sad that I don't get to be around when you realize how miserable and alone you are. And I don't say that because I want people to suffer, right? I don't wish this woman something bad. Not gonna do anything bad to her, but I just am tired of a society filled with idiots, with imbeciles that don't understand reality. And the best way to heal them is for them to get a hard smack by life, for them to understand how wrong they were. You could say that I love these people, which I do. I don't wish anything bad upon them. I don't hate them because it brings me joy. No, I just feel no sympathy because I'm waiting for them to learn their lesson. That's what's happening, guys. And the best lesson is life. The best lesson is time. You can speak with this woman. She wouldn't understand you. You can give them advice. You can tell them how wrong they are. They wouldn't get it. They just need time to realize how miserable they are, to realize all the mistakes they've done in the past, and to eventually, even if they don't better anything, to eventually just learn that they were wrong all along. That's the best thing. And we'll unpause it right here just after I mention. Look at this face, man. She looks like a man. Like, if I were to see this picture, I will think that it's a man. I don't understand, guys. I don't understand why people are sleeping with women like these.
And that is the reason why I'm still single, is because I do get to choose who is worthy and who isn't, and no one is. So I am very happy having a clean house, having no one stress me out that I didn't birth. Like being in mum pages and hearing all of the drama that they have to put up from useless fucking husbands. And again, the age ranges are women in their 30s.
You can see, if you're watching the video, you can literally see the kid back there. And she's just talking about men, the F word, about dating, about how many chats have been through her legs. So disgusting, man. I'm so sad for this little creature back there. She's also going to grow in the echo chamber, and she's probably going to become someone like her mother. Just extremely sad.
And 40s that are now having children with these children, because men emotionally are children. When I'm saying men, I'm saying cis hetero.
Yes, guys. And she just brought up cis hetero. Men are emotionally on the level of children. This is why, when you have problems with your girlfriend or your wife, this is why you want to talk about it. Meanwhile, she goes to cry in the corner and she says, nothing's wrong, I'm fine. Because men are emotionally equal to children. Women, on the other hand, you see, are so emotionally grown. They're adults. They understand their things. You'll never hear a woman say, I'm fine, after having a massive problem. You'll never see a woman not talk about a problem only to bring it up 4 months later, stacked up on a pile of another 56 problems. Yeah, because they are emotionally adults. We men, we're just like children, you know. We like to solve problems. We like to talk about them. We like to find out the reason why they happened and try to solve them, you know, just children. You know what I mean?
Children. Men emotionally are children. When I'm saying men, I'm saying cis hetero men as well. That is my demographic that I'm targeting with this. And they're predominantly white, but they're not, because unfortunately my men of colour in my area have been proving that they are just as shit as white men. But
yeah, guys, so just in case you were wondering, black men, I'm not gonna say people of colour. No, they're black men. Right? And white men are white men, and black men are black men. I don't say anything offensive about that. But what do you expect from the woman with 7 piercings and probably 12 pronouns? Yeah, it turns out, in case you were wondering, yes, white men and black men are the same. All right? It's not like black men are stupider. This woman maybe have questioned that, but no, it just turns out men are men, no matter their color, right? No matter if they are cis or not cis. Well, in case of not cis, that's another topic. But look, it turns out men are the same, no matter where they come from. They're just men. They have the same desires, same way of thinking. They have different aspects of them, of course, different cultures, etc. But in the end, they're men. So I don't know why this woman is so shocked to find out about it. You know, I've noticed, guys, the people who claim that everybody is homophobic and everybody is racist and all those things, they are the biggest racist. Like, they are the ones who bring race into the discussion all the time when there is no need.
yeah, like what?
Oh, and again, to put a label on hetero people, calling them cis hetero, is the stupidest thing. Like, you're an idiot, you're a moron, you're an imbecile if you do that. Did you really have to put a label on literally 99% of men and women throughout history, throughout all of humanity. You have to put a label on that. It's like calling someone cishuman. There's no need to specify. When you say hetero, yes, you are referring to 99% of people from all ages, all time, all genders. There's no need to put a label. You can get that label and stick it where the sun don't shine. Don't call me cis. I'm just a hetero, a plain, normal, ordinary, standard hetero.
Watching friends and other people in this age group now trying to raise children with a fucking man-child at home just reminds me how grateful I am to have my own space, my own time, and no 99 problems, but a man ain't one.
No, we are grateful as well. I mean, I think that every man out there will throw a party that just because of the fact that he's not living with you. Damn, what a hell, man. What a effing hell it will be to live with this woman. Can you picture her just yapping in your ear all day about the patriarchy and why she's more dominant than you, and talking about her 7 piercings that she keeps touching all the time? Let's just finish this TikTok, man. I'm gonna puke.
And when I do finally find this person...
You're not gonna find a man. You're not gonna find it. You're not gonna find it. You dumb imbecile. Notice how they always think that they can get their cake and eat it too, gentlemen. Again, she thinks that because 1,000 men want to get between her legs, that she's 100%, most certain, most definitely going to find a man. She's not going to find a man. Nobody wants to spend more than 5 minutes with you. And I'm questioning the sanity of the people who even want to spend 5 minutes of you just to have a one-night stand.
It'll be great. I will be excited to make a video going, look, this is the partner that I've chosen, and this is why, and this is what we should aspire to be. I don't want a partner unless I can fucking brag about them too, because why else would I be with them? So when I do have a partner, I will be showing them off, and I will be flaunting, because if it's not amazing, it's not fucking worth it. Like, why are you with someone if you don't think that they are great and they have potential to do better and you encourage them to do better? But if you don't even like them in the first place and you're not proud of them and you're not like, this is my second or third favorite human in the world, I just, again, like, that's not something that I don't want that. Anyway, good.
Yeah, anyway, the TikTok ends right here. Now, 2 things. First off, again, just as to summarize what we have seen, notice how delusional she is. She expects that man who she can brag about, that man who has spent 10 years on the gym working on himself, that guy who has his finances in order, who has worked his ass off to build whatever he has, who owns a house, who owns a good car, you know, that guy who is extremely attractive to other women. This is the type of guy she wants. Yet, what does she has to back that claim? Nothing. She has 4 piercings, 4,000 people have got between her legs, and she has a man from another child. This is what she has to offer. I can't comprehend how you can be that delusional. And this is the to summarize. Now, second thing, the sort of advice that I'll give, guys, for real, don't spend your time with women who are less than you, or, well, not less than you, but who are bad, right? They can be less or more, or less attractive, more attractive, better morals or worse. Just don't be with women who overall are bad and don't deserve your time. Now, I know that this woman is an absolute zero, just zero in every aspect of humanity that you can get. She's a 0. But even if she was, let's say, a 5, guys, if she is a 3 or 4, don't spend your time with her. Again, I understand that some men decide to play along their urges and to fulfill their desires of the flesh, but it's ruining your honor, your reputation, your dignity to be with people like these. This is my advice. You can do whatever you want. Maybe for you it's worth it, but I just want to make you think, is it really worth it for you, a man who has worked on himself, has spent time building up to be with a woman like this who hasn't moved her little finger throughout all her life, only to scratch her ego. Guys, you think that this is a one-way thing? You know, you're just getting your fun and you're out of there. No, guys, you're getting your fun, but first off, you're giving this woman some joy and some good times. Do you want to do that? That apart, you're scratching her ego, man. You're making her more entitled. Like, you're ruining every other man's experience with this woman because you're making her think that, you see, she's God's gift to the earth, guys. She's a gem, she's a diamond, because so many men have walked through her. So do you want to do that? You want to scratch these people's egos and to make them even more entitled. I leave you off with that thought, gentlemen. Take care. Know your worth. This is something that women say a lot. I'm going to say it again. Know your worth, gentlemen. You've been working. You've been putting in the effort. You've been staying true to your principles, to your morals. Are you going to... Damn it. Are you going to spend all of that effort into scratching a stupid harpy's ego? Thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time. Have a good one.